Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Why is it? Oh, here we are. It doesn't say we're live right now. Oh, here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Give me, what? You can hear me?
Cool.
You can?
Yep.
Are you, can they hear you?
Yep.
Okay, good. Let's start Instagram. We started a little bit early because we wanted to check the mics. And we're live on Instagram now, too. So, oh, well, hello, everybody. People are popping on right and left. So, Jasmine's on. Who is that? That's Jasmine back here, right? So, anyways, I hunted my closet this morning looking for a Christmas shirt. And, hi, Mom. And they can hear good. And they're all too tight.
Your Christmas shirts?
Yes, except for the ones I've worn 3 times already. So, but I am working to lose it.
And you're doing great.
I'm trying.
I hear an echo. Yeah.
I'm trying. So, anyways, today we're gonna. It's so close to Christmas. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. Because this whole month was, well, actually,
I'll lean back so you guys can see her.
I feel like this whole month was going by so quickly, and now it's like 2 weeks before Christmas, and it is just at a dead hole.
It's not even 2 weeks.
No, yeah.
Christmas Eve is
9 days.
Christmas Eve is exactly 1 week from today.
That's crazy.
So it's 7 days to Christmas Eve, 8 days to Christmas. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up. Are you ready? I'm not. Thumbs
I'm
down.
not either.
I know, but I did get a lot of the people out of state. I still have my sister to do, but I did my mom. My mom got hers. I bought. Guess what I bought my mom?
Well, you can't say.
No, she already opened it.
Oh, what is it?
So I got my mom a battery-powered television. So if
yeah,
they have a blackout, she can access the TV. And then I got her some stuff for her outside, which is pretty cool.
That's nice.
She sent me a box full of gifts, and they're all still wrapped, sitting there.
The anticipation isn't killing you?
Not anymore. I mean, for anybody. Does the anticipation, tell me, you guys, does the anticipation kill you when you guys have gifts? Do you have to run and open them if they arrive in the mail, I mean?
Immediately.
You open them immediately?
As soon as I order something.
What if, no, not you ordering it, somebody sending you a gift?
Oh, I'm waiting by the door immediately. The minute they tell me that they shipped something in the mail, I'm waiting.
So what if they tell you that you can open it, but all the gifts are wrapped?
Then I'd wait.
Would you?
Yeah.
I do. When I was a kid, I couldn't. Could you guys wait? Let me know what you guys think.
Instagram said no.
No.
Well, their first answer to no was that they are not ready for Christmas.
Yeah, neither am I. But it's coming quick and it's coming strong, and we have some great things coming.
Cool things.
But tell me about if you open them or not. Do you open them? Yeah, I can't wait. I can wait. Yeah, I can wait. This one says on Instagram. Facebook, Instagram is kicking your butt. You know what? Answering my questions. Nobody on Facebook is. Isn't that crazy?
Your mom just said best gift.
Oh, that she got. And I'm glad because now I can't always think of what to get. You know, like my mom or Steve or stuff like that. It's hard to
For somebody when they already have everything.
or buy stuff.
Right.
Now, my mom told me what she wanted, which was good. Steve, I bought a bunch of stuff for. It's hard to buy for Steve because he'll just buy it if he wants it. Or it's pretty much, he shops for a living, so it's something here. You know what I mean? But I go out and I actually go to like Somerset or somewhere and I buy him something that he wouldn't buy himself.
For sure.
What do you do?
So I usually try to stick by what they ask for Christmas. But
Yeah.
recently.
What if they don't tell you?
Well, then.
Does David tell you what he wants?
Yeah, of course. Which I am assuming you probably already know.
Pokemon cards.
Yep.
Is he watching? He's laughing.
Yeah, he's on.
I love that. Pokemon cards.
Which it got to the point where his mom was like, "Do not buy him Pokemon cards because."
Is it just cards, or does he like anything Pokemon?
Anything Pokemon, yeah.
Okay.
But I started improvising the 3-step rule for Christmas, which is if you don't tell me what you want, then I get you something that you need, I get you something that you want, and something that you can throw away.
So you do 3 things.
Yes, if I can. And this year I was financially in a good spot to be able to do that, so yes.
Oh, cool. I got Steve 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple of things. Nothing huge because we're going to New York in January. But and that's kind of a gift for the both of us. And taxes are coming up. I hate taxes. But yeah. So today we're going to talk about stockings. We're going to talk about what do you get stockings? Do you do stockings for you and David?
Yes, but I told him earlier. Ironically, mine's the only one that's empty right now. So
It will be full though.
he keeps telling me that he
Go to Oakland Mall, David, because there's like 5 Japanese driven stores there that have Sanrio, and you'll be set.
So a couple of people in our comments said we have Jason Gardner here that says he cannot wait, and then we have Bill that says now that I'm older, the anticipation is not.
Is that
killing me."
Facebook?
Yes, and then your mom said
I can't see.
evidently not since I already have.
Well, no, but you've waited before. My mom, she was really looking forward to that TV. So.
Do you prefer to open your gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Well, I don't really have a tradition per se, but Steve does.
Sure.
And so growing up, he opened one. We usually open one on Christmas Eve, and then we wait for the rest on Christmas Day. What do you guys do? Do you open them all on Christmas Eve, or do you open them on Christmas morning?
I wonder if that is a older tradition because my family also followed the same thing. Like you get to open one gift on Christmas Eve and then you do the rest on Christmas Day.
I think it also depends on what. If we're going someplace in the morning, then we may end up opening them the night before.
So now we had a comment here that says we still do. You guys open your stockings up first, or do you do that last?
Will be the first thing I grab.
Yeah, me too.
But so what do you guys go for your stockings first or last? Let us know that. And she will Christmas Day, I know, right? So well, to me, the older you get, you guys, for those young ones that are on here right now, a lot of the younger people feel.
That's
Some people
lucky.
have them, I know.
I wish I could open 3 on.
So I'm wondering why Steve hasn't chimed in that he's open and rewrapped them.
David keeps telling me that's what I'm gonna do. I wrapped so many presents already this year. I don't feel like wrapping mine up. You're gonna know.
I love it. Oh, you open yours last. Okay. So we're getting last and stuff. So Steve and I don't do stockings anymore. I mean, we would if we had time to, but but we do stockings. You do them for your pets.
Oh, absolutely. My fish and all that stuff.
So do you wait until you open your guys' gifts, or do you do the pets first?
Ironically, I do the pets last. The most fun for me because I keep everything a secret, and he doesn't even know what they're getting.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I also I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're just pets. They don't really know, but they know.
Do you wrap them?
Of course, absolutely.
I do too. We do too. Do you guys, oh, we got a ton load of people on Facebook.
Which mic is staticky? Are you able to?
Is it me because I keep hitting it in my pocket?
Mine's in my pocket too. Yikes.
Is it getting better? Let me know.
Oh, what's up, Mom? You usually never are on time.
No pets have yet. So, did they mention which one is staticky?
Your mom did not.
Oh, okay. It might be I hit it in my pocket, so I just set it right here for now.
I agree with you, Don. Stockings first and then gifts last.
So we go and we will have stockings for our pets, and we have one behind you, a pet stocking. It's, I think, underneath all of that. We have pets. We have our pet stockings, our cat stockings, and we open them first, and we put them out on the floor, and we wrap them all, and then unwrap them with them. Isn't that hilarious? I love it.
1984.
Yep, 1984. I showed these last week, but we've got several of these, and these are great for dogs. There's no cat ones up there, but we do have, didn't we have a little cat one somewhere? Oh, no, I have them at home. So, but these are cute, and I don't care if this is a reindeer in my mind, because it's got reindeer things. So it's a reindeer, and nobody has pet reindeers in their house, I hope. So these would be good for any pet.
It was me, because my mic was in my pocket and I had my hand in my pocket.
So, I believe in doing it for pets.
Oh, for sure.
And I wrap them all. We wrap them all, and then we unwrap them for the pet.
Yeah, me too.
And they play for a minute, but then we throw the wrapping down and let them play with the wrap.
Yep, I'll say they go crazy for the wrapper afterwards.
Or the boxes, or whichever.
So, do you guys treat Christmas Eve as like the holiday and use Christmas Day to relax, or vice versa?
We do Christmas Day. I think it depends on how we feel. See, we work up until 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve. owning owning a retail store of any type, you work on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and
You worked last year on Christmas Eve.
I've worked every Christmas Eve since I was like 14.
Right, you know what I mean. But we go home early, and usually it's relax on. We relax on Christmas Eve, and then we wake up. Steve's a big cook, so he likes to cook even though it's just the two of us. He likes to cook like a regular Christmas meal.
Sure, and I was actually going to ask, like, is that something that you guys participate in? Is like making a big Christmas dinner?
Steve does. I just eat it.
Eat it.
So, but he makes a great Christmas dinner. So, we have something big coming up, and then we'll get into stockings here in a minute because we got some really cool stockings and really cool stockings that we made for you guys to show you different things on stocking. But on Monday, we're usually closed on Monday, but this Monday, I'm so excited. You will see all of us, myself, Steve, Jasmine, Jason. We're all going to be here. Nikki is going to be here. And we are going to be opening at 9:30, 9:45. Caffeinated Conversation with Brooke Allen will be filming live here in store. She's got some great guests lined up. And we're going to be filming up at the front of the store. So please come watch the filming. You get to meet Brooke Allen, meet the people that she's got some names. I'm not going to say who they are because it can be a surprise. There's some cool people coming. So you'll be able to see them, meet them. We also have Santa Claus. Santa Claus is making his appearance, and he's going to be able to take photos. You will be able to take photos with Santa and the Grinch. And then we have surprise sprinkled in.
Woohoo! And I was going to add in, and I know everybody usually waits for me to add on all the extra important stuff on the end. So I do want to add a disclaimer again, if you guys didn't catch that in the first part of Jason's speech, that this is going to be a live show that is being recorded. Yep. So if your voice or maybe you being in the background is something you're not comfortable with, just make sure you keep that in mind because the show is going to be filming all morning.
It will be. We are going to be localizing the filming towards one area, but there is a possibility you could be caught on film. But it's a web streamed show, and it's a lot of fun. But what I'm excited about is not only that we're filming here, and I'm part of that show, so I will be filming the show as well as you'll see myself or Steve on the show. Possibly you. I'm not sure who she has her lineup.
Oh.
I haven't seen the rundown yet. And so then we have some fun stuff. And then you can take pictures with Santa.
And this was also open to the public. Tickets were not needed.
Nope.
So also keep that in mind too. If you guys plan on coming, make sure you come and snag a seat, a place in the store a little bit earlier because if it does get too packed, we might have to cap it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, Buscemi's will be open next door. You can roam over there for a while. They were nice enough to provide us with 2 huge party trays. We've got coffee coming. We've got all sorts of stuff. So if you're not doing anything Monday, the 23rd, 3 days before Christmas, and I swear to God, I'm silly for doing all of this in a retail store, but I just want to make it fun and memorable for people. So please come take a look.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. And you get to meet some people that you wouldn't usually meet on a daily basis. And so it'll be fun. So we have some stockings made for you guys, as well as we're going to talk about stockings, the history of stockings. But if anybody on here can tell me what three gold balls, real gold balls, and a wealthy, a new widow. How should I say that?
3 gold balls and a widow.
With 3 children. 3 gold balls and a widow with 3 children. What does that have to do with Christmas? If you can tell me that, we will actually keep track of who says it first. I'm going to get that. You're staticky again because I dropped my mic. Whoever says first, we will keep track and we will put it on paper, and we will give you something cool if you show up on Monday.
Y'all heard it here.
Yep. So you will get something cool on Monday. If you tell me what 3 gold balls, a widow, and 3 children have to do with Christmas and stockings.
David, you're late.
So, did he already answer?
No.
Oh. So, think about it. Run, Google, Do what you can do because I know it's going to happen.
So you cannot condone Google usage.
I know, but you know people are doing it.
No, yeah.
Cody's right now going, "What?"
Immediately.
So anyways, it's going to be fun. You guys have to do it. Tell me what 3 gold balls a widow with 3 children have to do with stockings and Christmas. Keep an eye out for whatever answers are coming in. Who does it first?
So far, zilch.
Because it's a hard one. And I'm going to tell you, you'll get something good. We're going to be running a sale that day, 25% off. And whoever answers this right now gets a $20 gift card that you can pick up and use on Monday. So you get a $20 gift card if you can answer this, you guys, by the end of the show. And I'll say it again, 3 gold balls, a widow, and 3 children. What does that have to do with stockings and Christmas? All right.
So far, nothing.
What do you have on stockings?
So I have, besides that, I do have that hosiery and tall knee-high socks, specifically from your father, was something that was used first. Children's socks were clearly too small, so they had to snag some from their parents. And then I also got the...
You're trying to do it around what I just said, aren't
Yeah, and
you?
I'm trying not to
give it away.
Anything away.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to say, I know.
Yeah, I feel like I'll
All right, so you got some weird facts about Christmas.
I have weird facts.
All right, so I'm going to start with this. So let's talk about these here, okay? So we made some different stockings that you guys could do. And I'm a big fan that if you're going to do some stockings... Oh, somebody commented. Did somebody get it?
Gabby, no.
Okay. So do you guys think getting a stocking, making a stocking, and taking it as a housewarming gift?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Did you get a comment that I can't see?
There is a comment on here. On Facebook?
Yeah.
Looking forward to the 23rd. Hi. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. I was all up in your business. So anyways, do you guys think taking a stocking that is full as a housewarming gift to somebody, you could put a bottle of wine in it. Mm-hmm. You could, and that's a great idea to do so that you don't use the paper or wrap it. You could use a stocking and then they could use it.
Reuse the stocking.
Reuse the stocking, right? And then you could possibly like tie some glasses on it, maybe some stemmed glasses to hang off.
Cute.
Something to that effect, maybe a bottle opener. You know, theming them and taking them to a housewarming party would be a great idea because it's something that people don't usually think about.
Right.
So it would be ideal.
Yeah.
I think.
And there's so many different styles, colors, and different sizes too that you could honestly customize them for the whole family if you decided to bring something if maybe they were a single couple.
And we're going to show you some stockings here in a minute and some ideas. So do you think, so tell me you guys, has anybody watching ever taken a stocking as a gift? So thank you, Dawn. So a stocking as a gift. She thought that was a good idea to put the bottle of wine in there and stuff. I might actually do that for Maria.
That's true.
So you could take a stocking. Here, give me a stocking. Oh, yeah. How about this one?
Yeah, that's cute.
So you got somebody who's modern, who doesn't like a lot of older stuff. Somebody who's into fashion. Look at this. This is a stocking. Can you believe it? Look at that. Stocking. So you could put some pink blush wine in here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Like
you fill it up. You fill it up with maybe some nuts.
Sweet treats.
Sweet treats and nuts. You put the bottle of wine in there. You know, if it is a cork bottle, you put a corkscrew hanging off of it. And you putting glasses in here might be difficult.
Yeah, but like you said, to tie them would be
you could tie them and then attach them, and then you have multiple gifts in one that doesn't cost you a lot of money. That would be great to give as a hostess gift.
I feel like giving anything that they can reuse is a great gift.
And something that has not a lot of waste.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because some people take those wine bottles, once they're gone, put a candle in them and let it melt over the top, and you've got something cool there.
Be a good melt candle.
Yeah. So by doing this, this is thinking outside of the box. This is what you want to do so that you have very little, minimal trash.
And if you also want to save on funds as well.
Exactly. You save on funds. You don't have to go out and buy a $6 wine bag.
No, unfortunately, that one's too small to fit a human leg in it, but this one might work.
I know. Wouldn't it be cute? Well, if it's not connected to the body.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know they're putting a Terrifier house in, side note, they're putting a down at Universal Studios. They're creating the Terrifier home.
No way.
Yep. So
tying an ornament down is a great idea.
What?
Tying on an ornament.
Tying on an ornament. See, these are things that we need to talk about here.
Yeah.
How else are you going to do it? You tie on an ornament. You maybe your Christmas card with the little. You take a little hole punch. You punch the corner of your Christmas card so it has the hole. You put the little ribbon in it and tie it to the part that hangs.
This is a weird tradition that I'm just not thinking that my grandmother used to do, but they don't sell mistletoe plants, like live.
That's because they're poisonous.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandmother used to always bring a mistletoe plant to any festivity that she was going to because it was said to be good luck because you're the one that's bringing in all the love.
Unless you eat it.
Unless you eat it.
Then it's not good luck. Or you have pets because pets will eat it. And although pets pretty much stay away from what they're.
And also same for poinsettias. Those are also toxic too.
Extremely toxic.
I have one, but they don't seem to bother it too much.
No. Well, animals tend to know what they shouldn't eat.
You're right, yeah.
Because we just had uncaffeinated. We just had them talk about what you should and should not feed or let your pets eat during Christmas. And we all know dogs shouldn't have chocolate, but did you know cats are deathly, or I don't know if they're deathly allergic or they just can't eat them because it will kill them? Onions.
Really?
Yeah.
Same thing with grapes.
Yeah, onions, and they scare bananas. Scare them. Bananas and cucumbers scare cats.
And,
I tried it. It worked.
Really? I don't know if it's my mom keeps trying to get me to do that, but every time I think about it, it's like I feel like they're gonna hit something because they get so scared. And
they jump straight up in the air.
Yeah.
You move your foot and our cats jump straight up in the air.
Definition of a scaredy cat.
Yep. So these are ideas that where you think outside of the box. If you're gonna wrap, a gift for them and you don't want to show it, then use a scarf.
Oh, a scarf's a great idea.
Use a scarf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use a scarf on it. There are so many different ideas that you can do when you're taking something to a Halloween party, or a Halloween gathering with the family. Because what's the matter?
Amy said, "I always love your guys' chats."
Oh well, thank you. And stuff like that. Because I'm always thinking outside of the box.
I feel like it's best to think outside the box because I like being known as the weird family member that always brings the weird gifts, but they're always really cool. And I like that because you might forget what your aunt got you, but you'll never forget that Jasmine got you a dead frog in a jar for Christmas.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. So some of the top things and then I have a question here. So, and I have a question for you guys. When you're doing a stocking at home for the kids or for each other or for whoever, for the host of the party you're going to, and I talk about all these hostess gifts, but yeah, I don't go to any parties. But I have a bunch of options now for when I do.
I was going to say, I feel like we've talked about how...
It's not for lack of being invited. It's for lack of being antisocial.
Yes, and that's super funny. I was just talking to my girlfriend today, and I said, oh, to be invited to a festivity that I know I'll never go to. I just want to be invited, even though they know.
Half the time, most people just want to be invited. They have no intention on
going. I'm going to say no.
Like, I invited 100 plus people to this event on Monday. I'll be lucky if 25 of those 100 and something people show up. They all want to. We all want to, but then life gets in the way sometimes.
Unfortunately.
So some of the top things, okay. So, and I found the very last one funny. So what do you guys think the very number one thing that shows up in stockings on Christmas morning? What do you think it is?
Change.
No, I've never had money in my stocking.
Really?
I need to move into your house. So, I've never had money in my stocking.
My dad will be like, let's just see what's in my pocket. All right, and then just dumps it right into my
I hope it's rolls.
No, yeah, me too. A giant bankroll would be great.
Or, yeah, right? Oh, you're out of change? Just open your wallet.
Yeah, right. Oh, no, that's great. Thanks.
So the number one is candy.
Oh. I mean, okay. I could see that.
So let me ask you this. If you guys have children, do you let them open the stocking at night before they go to bed?
If there's candy in it, no.
But what if,
See, I don't know. Like, I'm the cool aunt, so
And that's why aunts don't give out the stockings. The parents do.
because like if it personally was me, and if like my nieces and nephews came over, I'd been like, we're staying up all night, we're sleeping next to the Christmas tree, and we're opening the stockings tonight. But then
Right.
everyone would hate that.
And so I'm going to ask this question again. $20 gift card for anybody. You have to come on Monday though and get the $20 gift card.
David's talking about some. He said he gets coal in his stocking, but fun fact, he was when he was little, he seen so many presents he threw up
In his stocking.
everywhere.
And since then he's gotten coal in his stocking.
Pretty much.
Krampus.
Yeah.
You're a friend of Krampus. So chocolate sweets and Christmas themed sweet jars. Number one, small toys, of course. And we got a whole line here. And she's going to...
my stocking.
Yep, and she's got one in her stocking. And these are the types of things. She's going to show you a few different things. These are new old stock. This is when we've talked about new old stock 100 times. And this is when new old stock comes in great because...
Somebody bought the clackers.
No, they're right here. They were right here, right there.
Oh, yes.
So this is good for dad. If you're doing a stocking for dad, if you're doing a stocking for older kids, stuff like that, a 1995, maybe he was, what it would make, let's say he was 10 when he wanted it, and now he's 25, and now you found it at a vintage store for cheap. So you can buy this and put it in his car, put it in his stocking, and it will be like he's 10 all over again. So these types of things in the stocking are the best way to do it, or tie it to the top of a gift. Well, we dropped to 4 people on Facebook apparently talking about that.
Steve, when you said
In
you
and
got
out.
candy canes, do you prefer hard candy canes or like the soft peppermints?
Okay, there were not soft peppermints back
Oh, really?
then. It
Oh,
was
okay.
all hard candy canes.
Oh, okay.
And if they did have them, I've never seen them because it was always hard candy cane. Yeah.
The sticks or the when they actually became curved?
The curved. Curved was first.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, curved was, well, they might have had sticks back then too, but the actual candy cane that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those. The soft stuff I think was more late 70s, early 80s
I wonder why they made soft peppermints.
for people who don't have teeth.
Me, jeez, I'll put like 10 of them in my mouth. They're like the best candy ever.
I just ate one for the first time in forever. How many of you eat your candy canes? Do you actually eat the candy canes, or you get them and they go on the tree? A lot of people don't eat them.
Yeah, both. And what's really funny is when I was putting up the Christmas tree, part of some of the stuff was like candy canes from when I was a baby. David goes to eat one, and I was like, that thing's like 20 years
Right,
old. Do not eat that candy cane.
You know what else is really good for stockings is VHS tapes.
Oh, 100%.
VHS tapes or banks. Banks are great.
The most
Like,
annoying toy on the face of the planet.
and you're going to show them why.
Yes.
I would say a drum set would be more annoying, but
Every time we get it, I like try to like show them to a customer.
it's called a clicker. This one is a 1980s clicker, but they go back.
The best thing ever. You're stressed. This is it. But then it's a good way to get a takeaway in 5
It's,
minutes.
you know what else helps stress? Go out to the back and scream. So banks are great for stockings. Hey, it is. I request we get the non-mint ones, then I eat them.
Yeah, he likes all the nasty like fruit flavor.
I like the fruit flavor
I
too.
like cherry candy canes. They don't make them anymore.
You could probably find them somewhere.
Yeah.
So banks like this are good, and I'm going to give you a little hint. If you guys, if you get a bank for somebody, you should put some change in it before you give it to them.
Good luck.
If there's no change in a bank and you give it to them, that means that they may end up without money in their bank for a while. So if you're going to give a bank to somebody as a gift, always put a coin in it or a couple of coins in it, so that way it tinkles. It pees. It jingles. That way it shows that there will always be money in their bank. That is an old wives' tale, pretty much, but it's always a good thing to keep in mind.
Did you know that Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving?
No, tell us all.
So pretty much he got that whole story thought up when he was eating Thanksgiving dinner with his family, and Jingle Bells is the anticipation of Christmas. Hearing those bells, knowing Santa's on his way.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Did you guys? How many of you knew that Jingle Bells was actually meant to be for Thanksgiving?
And also, White Christmas is the #1 single to ever be sold and played worldwide.
You mean not Mariah Carey?
No. And did you hear recently? she did an opening and tried to hit her falsetto
And
note.
she didn't.
No,
It's
it
not the
was
first time it's happened.
so bad.
That's falsetto note can't be easy.
bad.
Okay, so back to going. Candy small toys, which we have a ton of here. I mean, a ton. And if from classic cars, from old classic cars that you could put in there. I mean, how fun that you wake up, you see the tops of die-cast classic cars or something like that sticking out of the stocking.
Or we got things like
Yep,
we
Barney,
got Justice League,
Izzy,
Yo.
yep, yo-yo, stuff like that.
These
With tell you guys, getting this type of stuff for the kids in the house, them creative.
Yes.
Because, you know, a phone, a tablet, a video game console, those should, if, okay. The play with, bring out the creative in them. Because I'm going to tell you, they're actually doing stuff,
driving.
stuff like that. That is when the spirit of Christmas enters.
I agree.
It is.
And I feel like we get on this topic every year when we talk about buying secondhand and buying vintage is just ideally the, because if it's lasted this long, it's going to last even longer when
Yep.
you gift it. Bring up a whole bunch of nostalgia. As 2025 is now approaching, technology, we can't lose our.
No, we can't. And one of the things that when Cool Steve thought I was going crazy. So, so books, books, books of all kinds. There is all kinds of books over here. You have, what is this? This is the, you know, all these fun books. That here we've got
Kazam. Shack.
We've got Goosebumps over there.
Unfortunate events.
Series of unfortunate events.
This really funny book, which I'm so scared. It's called "It's Fun to Peek."
That's actually disturbing.
This is a hilarious.
Quick side. You'd be surprised how many kids will see these things and they'll be like, "Oh," looking at them and start doing things that are in them.
Vintage books that I feel like could be very beneficial to young children and their development when it comes to growing up. Like we have a book here that's about how to express your feelings.
Right.
And I feel like that's a really cool book. Like this one is one of my favorites. Babar and the Father of Christmas.
And there are some stockings that those can still fit into because they're even though they're hardcover.
And I know it sounds silly, but usually for every gift that I give my nieces and nephews, I always include a book.
That's always good.
The only thing they get.
So I have Care Bears giant coloring book, right?
Cute.
Care Bears. So this can go in any size stocking easily by just curving it. And when they get up and they see this, you can hide something fabulous behind it. Down deep in behind it. They will see this on the top and get all excited because it's colorful. It's Care Bears, stuff like that. But behind it, you maybe have, you know, something cool.
And it kicks into their cognitive.
Yep. So this type of stuff works always well. And we've got a plethora of that stuff over here.
So many.
So many. And I would show you all the homies, but somebody came in and bought them all.
Oh, we have one. I have one.
Yeah, but that's already sold. Then we have these fun party kits that are for kids from the 90s. And you can buy ones that look like this new, even though they're different. They're a lot cheaper. Oh, yeah, Hello Kitty. She already has one of those. But these work for stockings because, look, you can do them up. So if you don't have a lot of money, you need to make that impressive look. So when they wake up and they see a lot, like there's a lot in there, but you don't have a ton of money left because you spent a ton of it on their gift, you can get something like this and roll it up, and it gives the thicker look.
Yeah. I also, too, do you and Steve, when you wrap things, do you use the same wrapping paper for each other?
No.
No?
We do use all different. I'm a fan of different. I like to wrap gifts. You guys, those of you who have watched for a long time know that I do, and I do them really exact. I did you one once.
And I loved it.
And she wouldn't take it apart
I
because
didn't
she
want
liked
to because it was so cute. And I was sitting here thinking about a new tradition that I wanted to start next year, and I was talking with David about it because
Uh-huh.
I used all Hello Kitty wrapping paper this year, which isn't a problem.
No.
But I'm going to use different wrapping paper
Uh-huh.
for every different person.
Right.
Take one little itty bitsy piece of that wrapping paper and put it in the bottom of their stocking. So when they get to the bottom of their stocking and they pull out this paper, I'll say, "Now go match them up, and that's your present." And I'm not using name tags or anything. They're going to have to play hide and seek.
Say that again. That's a great idea. Listen to this idea that she has.
So I'm going to use Jason and Steve and David, for example. Now, if I wrapped all of their gifts in different wrapping paper, like yours will be Spider-Man, Steve's is going to be vintage cars, and David's is going to be Pokemon. I'm going to take a little tiny piece of that wrapping paper and put it in the bottom of their stocking. Since usually everyone opens their stockings first, once they get to the bottom of said stocking and find that paper, I'll say, now take that and match them up with all the presents that are out there. And whatever you have in your bottom of your stocking, those are all your gifts.
That is a fantastic idea, you guys. I challenge you guys to do that because that is actually a fantastic idea. I love it.
And I think I'm going to do it next year because it would be really fun.
And she already wrapped all her gifts.
And I already wrapped all my gifts. And now, I don't know why I put name tags on them that says from Jasmine, because who else is going to have Hello Kitty wrapping paper? Nobody.
In your house.
In my house.
Yeah.
And that's the only one that matters.
So I'm going to bring down one of mine that I did.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will show this one. So this I thought would be great for somebody because it's how they look that matters. When a child comes downstairs or somebody comes downstairs, it doesn't have to be very expensive things. It can be colorful, bright. What?
David said, "Oh, I love that idea. You should totally do that." And then he said someone got Grinch wrapping paper this year. Yeah, and it was my mom because she was being a Grinch. So I wrapped all her presents in Grinch paper.
Will she know that when you give them to her?
She will if she's watching the show.
So next year, wrap all of David's in coal.
Oh yeah, no, literally. I'm just gonna take giant pieces of coal and just cover it and everything.
Right, or Krampus paper.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
So something like this. So I have learned that talking to different parents, talking to and growing up with brothers, that sometimes it's not the amount you spend on the gift. Sometimes it's how it grabs the person. So when you're coming downstairs, your kids are all sleepy or somebody's all sleepy and they're coming downstairs and they look over, the first thing they're going to see are these.
Yes.
Okay. So by making them as bright, as colorful, as packed as it looks, you don't have to go deep. How many of you guys actually fill your stocking from the toe all the way up with product? You do. Okay, so growing up, it was always oranges, apples, stuff like that towards the bottom, and then everything else was to the top. Sometimes it was different types of nuts from Thanksgiving, stuff like that, because I like nuts, and so but in my mind, because you have all those gifts under there, filling it up with something like even some paper, like stuff like that. If you want to do fruit, vegetables, stuff like that, fine. But your gifts should all be towards the top.
Yes.
And sticking out in different ways so that it is a feast for the eyes. And they don't have to be expensive. They really don't. Like, for instance, something like this has the Goosebumps. And this Goosebumps is not a book. This Goosebumps is just a little tiny notepad, right? But because it says Goosebumps across the top, the kid got excited.
Me.
Right? She's jumping up and down, right? Then I have Trolls, because Trolls give you that pop of color, and the Trolls are on pencils. A lot of the Trolls are on pencils, which then go with the Goosebumps notepad, right? So your gifts are talking to each other, right?
I guess it's like silly for me because like I'm thinking like that's a cool stocking. Like I'd be happy with like a notepad and pencils, like because I use that most often.
There's more in here though.
Oh yeah.
There's more in here though. See, now you're doing this and you're making them think. Right? Oh, I can make notes. I can do this because I have my troll pencil and my Goosebumps book. So you've gotten the reading or the writing down. You've gotten stuff like that. So you can do educational toys without them thinking they're educational toys or boring. Then I have a
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube, because who doesn't like a Rubik's Cube? Hours of sitting there trying to put it together.
Me, I get one side and then I give up.
Then, because we know you like music, you have a vintage FM radio
That's cool.
that you can wear with earplugs. So this, and then you have trolls, and then you have garnishment and stuff like that, because the color, the amount of it sticking out, the different textures, it's going to draw the eye. And you're going to be surprised, because we are like cats. We want all the best stuff, but we end up playing with the stuff we buy from the dollar
We're
store.
literally just cats.
We are. We're literally just cats. So this is one of mine. You want to do one of yours?
Sure.
Do yours? Yep.
I'm sure mine is pretty self-explanatory.
Look at me.
You guys
People
have
are.
seen it.
I'm just walking around.
Clip it on you right here.
I'll clip it on.
Clip it right here.
I can clip it right here instead of
You don't think your shirt's gonna...
putting it. I don't know. They'll tell me if it does. So I'm clipping my thing on because I'm a mess. So I'm going to move over and let her talk. So let's switch places.
Yep. So I know you guys probably already know mine's the weird one.
Before you get started, 3 gold balls, a widow, and 3 children. 3 gold balls, a widow, and 3 children. Tell me what it is that has to do with stockings and Christmas, and you get a $20 gift card when you get here on Monday.
I'm so surprised nobody has even tried to contact
I know, right?
So y'all know I had to make mine weird, and mine's obviously the camouflage stocking because it fits, okay? And then we have like some really cool, which honestly, I'm not that into The Walking Dead. So
Oh my God, that was Todd.
Yeah.
From the...
Yeah.
I love that.
So I got like some Walking Dead figs in here, which are honestly really cool. I'm not sure if these are legitimate. David, if you can see this, let me know if these are...
What do you mean?
Legit, like if these are legit characters from The Walking
Oh,
Dead.
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. And then obviously had to pull the gang in here, which is Sally and Lock and Shock.
So tell me, what age range do you think yours would go with?
Mine honestly would probably go anywhere between the ages of 8 and 35 because The Nightmare Before Christmas is
I would
pretty
say
old.
the same thing.
And I think that...
Excuse me? 35?
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare Before Christmas is pretty old. That came out when I was 35.
What, did it really? Dang, why did I think it was so much like later on in time? Like
It came out in the 90s.
Like early 90s?
Probably.
Really? Dang, that was... I feel like it's forever ago.
Because you were born in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So it was forever ago for you.
I know, Arthur's really cool. I really like him. He's my favorite one. But I don't know, I really try to make the stockings like something that is weird and unforgettable, and I feel like including the Nightmare Before Christmas ones are perfect. We're like,
We're gonna dance.
1, 2, 3, switch.
We're going to dance.
I liked that.
Wasn't that fun?
That was cute.
I love this. And the stuffed animals are great because they're dual purpose. You set them up and you've got Nightmare Before Christmas.
You can, like, just decorate them. You can
Yep.
leave them out. I lost my tack.
Yes, you did.
So, oh, no,
That's why I
yes.
laid mine down.
There it is.
So you have different things here, right?
Yep.
Now, you could theme these. So if you want to do stockings for, like, let's say you're having your family over, right? And maybe a new person is in the family, like a sister, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, something like that. And you start talking to find out what they like to do. And let's say your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law love to cook. So maybe you do a stocking and you fill it full of like utensils,
Yes.
or you fill it full of, stuff that goes with their
Which their hobbies and
hobbies.
habits.
Thank you. I almost said habits.
Which, well, that is a habit if they do like to cook. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, that does touch base on the fact of like my 3-step rule. Get them something they need, something
Yep.
that they want, and something that they can throw away if need be.
Because buying for somebody new to the family, especially for like parents, if their kids are now getting married, having new people in the family, entering into the family, it can be stressful for somebody to buy that person something.
It can also be fun and a good way to start a new family tradition without them knowing.
Exactly. So by doing something where you're not sure exactly if you should buy them clothes or don't, do a stocking for them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do a stocking for them, but talk to the person that they're involved with and find out what their hobbies are.
Like just recently, I wanted to make my own ornaments. So I called up David's mom and I was like, hey, do you want to like have a day where like all of us sit down and make ornaments. And she was like, yeah, that sounds great. Didn't say anything else to me about it, right? When I brought it up to David, he goes, how'd you know I used to do that when I was little? And I was like, oh, I didn't. I was like, your mom never told anything to me about it. He's like, yeah.
Things turn around.
Yeah, he's like 3 weeks before Christmas, we would all sit down and make ornaments together. And I thought that was so cute.
I'm surprised you didn't ask to string popcorn.
Oh, I wanted to, but I feel like nobody would want to sit there and do it. So
No, because you'd eat it all.
yeah. So I'm going to try to make orange slices this year.
So by doing all that type of stuff, and this store is a plethora of stuff. I mean, you could do it with all automotive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could do, I mean, you have a cowboy in the family, somebody who loves to ride horses.
Yeehaw.
You get an old vintage, like boot, and you fill it full of Breyer horses,
And get them this
or through different, what do you got there? She's bringing something over.
together.
What is it?
One piece.
Oh, the hat. No, it's two. Is it stuck on there? Well, that's weird. You know what I mean? Something like this, and you put in it, Breyer horses. You put in it, I mean, something like this, which can go in two pieces. This is a potpourri or a light. It depends on however you want to do it, but it's actually for potpourri.
Lid, this is cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
Or you go out and you buy bits, you buy horse bits, you buy something that will, tie in. It's really simple.
Or if your cousin, your brother, your niece and nephew are getting a new car, get them a fuzzy pair of dice.
You could put small Pyrex in these, but you have to come in and take a look. Pyrex is going fast.
David, what's 2 times? David said he screen recorded our little tiny swap that we did, and he said he's making it into a gift.
Swap.
How we were like this.
Oh, really?
He's like, I'm going to make it into a gift.
So check this stocking out. This is an old stocking from the 60s.
Oh, weird. He's got a 3-dimensional face.
Can you show it close up?
Yep.
Stockings were always a family get together. They would get together and they would make stockings. And these are what they would make. These are the old 1960s and 70s. Some go back to the 50s, but these are 60s and 70s. Stockings, season's greetings. You see how they use felt?
I think the felt gives such a nostalgic, like, flat look. I don't know. I like it.
Mm-hmm. And they'll put like different sayings on it. Like this one says season greetings. This one says silent night. Well, it's starting to lose its night.
And you want to know why I like these? Because they're thin. They're not meant to be big so you can fit giant things in them.
Right.
They're really skinny so you can fit fruit in them and good cognitive.
Yep. This does it have, what is the front of that? It's the same as this?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And then the kind that I like. Big enough to fit a car in. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, wow. Big enough to fit another cat in it.
So check these ones out. These are big stockings, right? So these would be something that you just put out for fun.
Yeah.
And then you fill it full of paper and you put one little tiny gift in the top. That's this big. Right? Or you know what my dad used to do? So I'll tell you, during Christmas, my dad would buy my grandmother, his mother, one thing that was really nice. A bunch of little things, but one thing that was really nice, right? And so I remember one year I'm going to say maybe 77, 76, I don't know, somewhere around there. He had this box. It was probably this tall, huge box, heavy as can be. Put it in there. None of us knew what it was. I mean, kids, we didn't care what it was. Mm-hmm. But I remember sitting there and my grandmother would open the top box and there was a littler box and a littler box and a littler box. And at the very bottom of it, and I'm going to say the amount that he would write her a check for, and understand this is the 70s.
Right.
A $500 check. That's
like a lot of money.
Yeah, but he would do that. And or the next year it would be like, like a, I don't know, something that she wanted, like maybe a diamond bracelet or something that she wanted. But he would just make her think that it's some big thing or some tiny thing that would have, one time he bought her, him and his siblings went in together, and he had 9 of them, and bought her a new car.
I was going to ask. And
the little key was inside of a,
box?
No, it was inside of a, it came airmail, or it came mail. It was mailed to her house, and it was inside of a box that had a brick in it that was only this big.
That's cool, honestly.
But inside the brick
That's
was the keys because it was one of those brick things.
Yeah.
So he'd make her hunt for it.
That's a really fun way to give gifts, though, instead of just being like, all right, here you go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Well, my grandmother started to get a little irritated.
well, yeah, I mean, for sure. At some point, it'd be like,
And my mom's on here, so she knows my dad. That's so what he would do.
does any of our viewers play the cling wrap game?
Cling wrap.
Yeah, you take like multiple rows of cling wrap and you roll things in it. Like, let's just say I wanted to roll this little troll. And
Oh,
their
yeah.
earrings, and then each person only gets 15 seconds. Honestly, that's a lot. Each person only gets 5 seconds to unravel as many layers of cling wrap as they can, and whatever's underneath that falls out when they're unwrapping it, that's what they get to keep.
Oh no, I haven't heard that.
It's really fun if you plan on like ever having like multiple people over for like a party or something like that.
So have you been to a white elephant gift
I have, and it's
or
never fun.
party?
It's never fun.
That's because you got to make those fun.
I feel like every white elephant party I go to, I'm always the only one that puts in the most effort and like the thoughtful gift. Like no one.
What's the most unique gift you've ever given or seen?
I've given taxidermy, which obviously I think.
So during your white elephant parties, can people take your gift?
Yeah, and that's why I feel. And then like I feel like some people, they do it out of spite, not just because they want it.
Right. So we had a customer come in, and he was going to his girlfriend's boss's white elephant party. What?
Gabby's like, oh no, I hate cling wrap. Me too, but it's fun.
He was going to his girlfriend's boss's white elephant party. We had a piece of cow pie that was very old. We didn't even have it on the floor. But when he was looking, we said, well, we have this. So he bought it. His girlfriend was a little taken aback, but he found a bottle of cow pie liquor.
Oh.
It was called cow pie. And he put it with it. And he said that was the number one most
wanted gift?
Stolen gift.
Yeah.
Like every time they would want it. And it was actually a piece of or what's it called? When it's left out in the sun.
Solidified?
No, that's liquefied. Or that goes from liquid to solid. So it's kind of solidified, I guess. Dehydrated, yeah. But it was cooked.
A cooked piece of cow poop.
Yep. And his girlfriend was so taken aback, but then it turned out to be the best thing.
See, silly things like that, that's fun. And I feel like a lot of people don't really understand the whole point of a white elephant gift. Mm-hmm. So for my Christmas parties, usually what I do is if everyone's okay with participating, I put a big table in the front, and then everyone stands around it, and then we set a timer. When the Christmas song says,
right,
like Dasher and Dancer, everyone has to grab a gift right then and there.
So this is another one I did.
Mom,
the perfect family, right? The blended family. You've got Barbie and Ken, and then you got their alien baby.
Me.
I love this thing. I had to put him inside of this.
He's very cute.
I did. And the reason I say I love him is because he has a little tiny body. He has little tiny body.
No small.
I would die to get this in a stocking.
Yeah.
See,
cool.
So it's okay to put scary things in stockings, like the Barbie and the Ken with the beautiful thing.
With the beautiful thing.
So I can tell you that Steve's sister, she would love a stocking full of Barbies.
Steve, you're commenting from previous or your other Instagram account. And I would hope you like the stocking that you put together.
Which
because
one?
I worked on it pretty hard.
What did Steve say?
It was filled with 20 years of dried cow crap.
20 years of dried cow crap. That's exactly what it was. And you know what? So one of the things that I also got is, guys, you know, the big thing right now is going to cigar shops, stuff like that, right? So something like this in a stocking.
Is this a lighter or a shear?
Cigar holder.
Oh.
It's a cigar holder. And so something like this, these are matches, more fireplace matches, but they stick up and they've got Santa's face.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it kind of goes together. But, you know, stuff like this, you could stick an ashtray in it. You could stick anything like that for an adult who likes, you know, to indulge. Yeah. Matter of fact.
I wish it was a backpack, and this is where I could put all my
right.
stuff, and he's like latched onto my back.
Like the foot.
Oh, I was like, from the side, I was like, what is that?
It is a foot. It is the pigeon from Pigeon Forge. Oh, the Pigeon Forge pottery. Anyways,
I like it.
you could do something like this in the stocking with these. So therefore, you have something that goes to. I'm sure she would like yours too.
Yes, you did have a child like yours too, but mine's empty right now.
So let me ask you. Um, um, Let me ask you. Does anybody know what 3 gold
I'm
balls?
so
I
surprised.
am stunned.
David, you don't have an answer at all? Not even gonna guess? Cue the Jeopardy music. Do, 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 do,
Somebody, 3 gold balls. 3 gold balls. Stockings. Come on. Are they going to make us tell them? We're almost done. No.
You know, actually, no, we're not going to tell
We're
them.
not going to tell you.
We're going to wait until tomorrow.
Yep. So you have till tomorrow to find out.
But you have to come and comment back on this video or else it doesn't count. If you
Yep.
DM us an answer, that doesn't
Nope.
even count.
And you have to be here on Monday to get the gift card.
Dang, I thought it was a new comment, and it's not.
So 3 gold balls. And I gave you a lot of clues.
And a poor widowed woman with 3 children. What does that have to do with the 3 balls and Christmas?
Right? Okay, you said all this. I just want to make sure.
I wish I could make him talk. Like he's just.
This is interesting. So, children would hang stockings on St. Nicholas Day, which is December 19th, in hopes of receiving gifts on Christmas.
They were warned that if they were naughty, they might not receive presents. They'll receive coal instead.
Interesting, huh?
A lot of people think that Krampus only comes when you complain about your gifts, but that.
Oh, no. Krampus comes when you're an ass.
Yeah, Krampus comes when you're causing stress around the holidays.
Krampus comes when your name is Art. Right? So, is people talking?
Well, you can't tell us that, Gabby.
What did she say?
She said she Googled the answer.
Oh. Well, I guess she'll have to tell us. So, anyways, wow, that was good. We have a lot of stuff. Banks. Remember, do not give a bank to somebody, and I don't care if it's Christmas, birthdays, birth, or whatever, without some change in it. We want to hear jingle, jingle.
Literally.
Yes.
You can't be the person why someone ends up broke on Christmas.
Yep. VHS seems to be all the hot rage right now.
He's so cute.
Tweety.
Christmas.
We get asked for VHS every day. Can you believe it?
Huh, it's sad.
It's crazy. First of all, who has a VHS system?
Me, and it's attached to my little television.
You got one of those? I have one of those
My
somewhere.
parents gave it to me, and when they did, it was like when we first moved into our house, and everybody was so jealous. Man, if you're ever selling that, let me know. I'm like, dude, I'll have to die before I sell it.
You know, it's so funny because I remember when people were throwing those out.
I know, right? And I'm super happy because
So I wonder when the big heavy tube TVs are going to be back.
Oh, like the giant fat back
That it
TVs?
took 4 people to take out to the curb.
I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but my mom, I remember this like it was yesterday. She looks at me and she goes, "Do not climb on the dresser."
Yeah, because the TV will kill you.
And it fell on me when I was
Didn't
a
you
little
see
girl.
Scream, the first one?
And yeah.
They killed him with one of those.
And I remember my mom came in and she was like, "Why are you so?" And I was literally like Roadrunner underneath the little TV. My hands and my feet and my head were sticking out, but that was it.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. So, Monday. You guys have to come Monday. Come one, come all.
It would be great if you guys could swing over to the Facebook invite and RSVP.
Yes, we put it up there so you can go down there. You can go over there and check. We have everything you need for stockings, you guys.
Yep.
Think outside of the box. If you're buying your kids, if you're buying your people technology, wrap it up, put it under the tree.
Yep.
What goes in the stocking? Let's make a new rule. If you have a stocking in your home, it should be vintage and antique things that they can actually play with, be creative with, something that will help their minds grow outside of a screen, as we talk to a screen.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, I know. And I'm on it for 2 different shows all the time.
And that's okay.
But I'm also got books I'm reading. I'm reading a book right now called Ice Storm by Mickey K.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And if you would have came to After Dark, you would have been able to meet her and see her and see all the rest of the fun, fabulous people.
Yes.
Also, I have to say, I'm proud to announce that we had our first 100,000 views.
Yippee!
We had our first show that had 100,000 views on it. So let's keep that coming. The more people who watch, I want you guys to know that vintage and antique is what can save this planet.
Tell him again. Vladimir says, yippee.
Vladimir, I love it.
Vladimir says, woo.
It's going to end up in our house now.
David hates it already, and I love it.
Hates that?
Well, no, the fact that I'm conspiracizing to how to get this into my house.
You looked it up. Wait, David. A chat GPT. Oh, college essay summary. She literally gave you a chat GPT college paper summary.
Because it's a long comment.
Yeah. Also, you know what else goes good? The Magic 8 Ball.
When I was little, I literally relied on that thing to run my life. Mm-hmm. Every time I had a question, I asked my Magic
Unfortunately, we find that there's people today who use it to run their lives.
LOL. You want to know what's so funny that you're speaking about that? Look at my ring.
What's that? It's an 8-ball ring. So in the 80s, the 8 ball meant something else.
No, yeah, right. Something that made you go really fast and talk too much.
So one of the things that I have up here is look at this troll. Oh, no, they can't see it. So how cool would this be? Because we have all these trolls everywhere that you can see. I mean, tons of them. You fill a troll stocking full of trolls for somebody who loves trolls, because that will be the epitome of what they want.
I think he's kind of ugly, but he's cute at the same time.
He's frightening.
I feel like his name would be Wilbur.
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 Why? Because of the mustache.
Yes, literally. Because of the mustache, exactly.
I love that. So, think about it. Think outside of the box. Like I said, we have people who come in on Halloween and they buy books and stuff and they switch out the candy for that stuff. Create your own tradition. Make it something that, that can tie into your family tradition. Like you were saying with that, I love that gift wrapping idea.
It just kicks into our primal instincts of wanting to hunt, and I feel like it would just be a lot of fun no matter how old you are. It would just be a good time.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And plus it gives the kid something to look forward to. Like they're digging in their stocking to try and find that piece of paper.
Exactly. And it also teaches kids too to not get upset if one gift is bigger than the other, or maybe it's heavier than another. It gets them to go through every single present. And
before we leave, what is your favorite Christmas memory?
My favorite Christmas memory was getting moved from the children's table to the adult table on Christmas. I felt like I was already in a fever dream because it was Christmas at my grandmother's house, but then I got to leave everybody at the kids' table and go to the adult table, which meant I got to open a gift when the adults opened their gift, so I was lit. It's my favorite Christmas memory.
I have two.
Okay.
One of them is my favorite Christmas memory would probably be the one that I had already said, the one. And the second one was I lost my family right before Christmas. And I got the Christmas gifts that they had bought for me in February, before I left for Hawaii. I actually got them because they were in the trunk and they salvaged them. So that was one of my biggest memories, was because I got to keep everybody's.
Right.
And it was all I had left. So that was one of my favorite memories.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you where any of them are now.
Aw,
it's been 42
years.
It's been a long
time, yeah.
But I remember opening them because they were already wrapped.
Right.
Yep.
Aw.
So, what are some of your favorite Christmas memories? Please send us messages. We will post those. If you have some, if you go, well, you know what? I'll share one of my favorite Christmas pictures. Maybe you can give us one.
Yeah.
A favorite Christmas picture of me sitting on Santa's lap in 1975. I was 6 years old. I will share that on the company page. It's on my personal. You saw it. I will put that on company, but post your favorite Christmas picture, your favorite Christmas memory, because in this day and age, we need those fun memories. Because there's a lot of stuff in life that brings us down. Let's put some stuff on Facebook and on Instagram and TikTok that bring us up.
You just sparked a memory in my brain. If any of our viewers remember when we did the plushie episode, that one was one of my favorites, because if you guys remember the super decrepit Powerpuff Girl I brought in, and then I brought in the new one that looked just
Right.
like it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
I got that on Christmas when I was 2 years old.
Oh,
and
awesome.
And I've had it, you know,
It
obviously.
looks like it.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So-
drew all over her and everything. It was horrible.
So earlier today, I posted the promo show, the promo car show, on Facebook, so you can watch that. That was posted about around 3:30, 3 or 4 this afternoon.
Some of our viewers watched it on YouTube early, which was
Yes,
lit.
they did. We posted it on YouTube last week. Next week it'll be on Amazon Prime. On Christmas Eve, it goes live on It goes on Amazon Prime. Instagram, I'm still trying to get it on there because of the format. They're being all picky. But jump over and watch it. And then what do you want to tell them?
Make sure you guys are here on Monday because it's going to be a jam-packed holiday extravaganza. So if you want to meet Saint Nick and the Grinch and be here for all of the super fun, surprising festivities, make sure you guys RSVP to the Facebook event. It's not necessary, but it is much appreciated. And also make sure you get here bright and early.
Gives us an
Monday,
idea.
just so we can make sure that we're prepared and have enough room for everybody in here. And I know you guys love this Christmas video and want to hear us all of our ideas again and again.
You might even see the elf.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in every single Tuesday at this time just to see what cool stuff we're talking about. But this video will be available to be watched again and again as soon as we end up. And then it will also be on YouTube in the morning. So those are phenomenal. What? I thought those were literally attached to his head. I need those. I need those in my life. Those are great.
Aren't they fantastic?
I thought they were.
Look, all the hearts going up.
Yeah, right? I thought it was attached to the
Can I
head.
put you on there too? Here, we'll do that.
You're Krampus, literally. I love it. I think it looks sick.
I'm Krampus.
What does Krampus? I was going to say Harar, but what does Krampus do? He's a goat, isn't he?
He's a goat, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a giant goodbye from Vladimir. He says, bye, guys. Come by. Take me home.
Now she's going to get all up in your business to turn them off.
I am, because if you guys don't come and see us on Monday, Vladimir is going to come and get you in your sleep.
Yes.
So you don't want that.
Yes.
Bye, guys. See you then.
Bye.